clone, believing what they told you, but that ain't me. I got a mind of my own. I refuse to be a clone, believing nothing I was told. It's just a bunch of cover-ups and all fucking lies. They take your fucking money,
check it out, brainwashed.
The rich get richer and they don't pay a dime. They get exempted, writing off as a fucking crime. I'm all about America, just saying fuck the government. This new world order already in effect. If you wanna know what's really going on, search for the answers and question it all. Turn your televisions off, cause you're being brainwashed. Brainwashed, brainwashed. If you wanna know
Facebook, can you guys hear me? Everything good over on Facebook. YouTube, give you guys a couple more minutes. We're gonna hop into this.
Brainwashed, brainwashed. If you wanna know what's really going on, search for the answers and question it all.
Coffee strong with me.
Cause you're being brainwashed, brainwashed, brainwashed. If you wanna know what's really going on, search for the answers and question it all. Turn your televisions off, cause you're being brainwashed.
Cigarette ready.
Brainwashed, brainwashed.
Alright, everybody. First off, thank you for coming back to another broadcast over here at the Ellis Network. Now, that song that you guys just heard, that was given to me by my buddy D-Day the Scorpion. I have exclusive copyrights to use that as the theme song for the Ellis Network. Most of you guys know on YouTube, I use that theme song, especially the chorus when I'm doing my presentations. You know, you hear Brainwash with the Ellis Network logo, and then you watch the presentation. I have copyrights to use the full song, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using the full song when I go live to give everyone a chance to get in here, you know, to try to get things going. And then once the song's over, then we'll knock into it. But first off, as you guys can read the caption of the live feed, American Patriots versus anti-Democrats. Anti-American Democrats at that. It seems today that the most that's going on in social media right now is the State of the Union address. What's up, CJ? Mom? My mother's over there on YouTube. We've seen it from both sides, all right? We've seen the Democrats, we've seen the Republicans, we've seen conservatives, independents. Everyone's fighting. You know, there's a lot of division, I shall say, being spread on social media about the State of the Union address. Now, everyone that I talk to, you know, of course, you know, I'm a Trump supporter. I talk to a lot of Trump supporters. I even have friends that don't support Trump. But even all of them say, you know, they can honestly agree with something that he is saying. Not only that, but another thing that I wanted to bring out to you guys is if anyone checked out Pete Santelli, I've been watching him a little bit, and he showed on screen a clip, and I'm going to have to go look for it. It's on CNN, and it's how CNN does CNN's polls. CNN ran a poll last night after the State of the Union, asking its listeners, asking its audience what they thought of the State of the Union address. 65%, or no, it wasn't 65, I believe it's 62 or 63% of Americans think that Trump is in the right direction. He's in the right directions. Now, first off, before we really get into, you know, the State of the Union and how awesome it was, everyone can sit there. CJ, I don't know if 75. 75 just doesn't stick out to me. CJ seems to think that it was 75%. I don't think it was quite 75. Not unless there was an updated poll. But like I said, that this was this morning. 62 or 63% at that time approved of President Trump's State of the Union address and felt that he was on track. Now this is coming from CNN. Okay. CJ, you may be right over here on YouTube. Like I said, that this was this morning. Most of you guys know I've been stuck at the house by myself with 3 sick kids. So I've only been able to keep up a little bit here. That's why I want to go through and talk to you guys tonight live about what I've been thinking about. Even though I haven't kept up on the research, but I've formed my opinions based on the information that I had this morning. And most of it's already going to be stuff that's been known. It was witnessed by millions of Americans across this nation. And you know, last night it's pretty funny when we're sitting there watching. I looked at my wife. My wife, she's not very political. She can care less. All right. Funny thing is, we're sitting there, and I told her, I said, you know, the real sad part about this right now, with what's going on, she said, what's that? I said, you know how many people around the world right now is watching what the president of the United States is talking about for the American people. You know how many people around the world is paying attention to what Trump said last night? It's insane. But anyways, guys, there's one thing I want to share with you guys. I shared on my Facebook page earlier today. And I haven't been able to do it on YouTube. I haven't figured out how to bring this. That's why I'm trying to tell some of you guys over here on YouTube to get over on my Facebook. You guys will see some of the stuff I'm able to talk about. I came across this post. It was shared in one of my groups, and it's a black gentleman. He was a Marine, and he claims, once a Marine, always a Marine. And he went live last night, roughly about 21 hours ago. Okay, and he gave his opinion on the President Trump. Again, this is a black man. I believe he said he was living in St. Louis. But let me go ahead and play the audio and let you guys hear what this man has said. If you don't feel any American patriotism from this, I don't know what to tell you. You simply don't belong in this country if that's the case. Again, give me 1 second. Let me find it. That's why I'm starting to post a lot of articles to my Facebook page throughout the day, because like I said, I got so much going through my mind. I tend to forget stuff. I went live earlier and I was talking about a little bit about what we witnessed last night, and I said, I meant to say Nancy Pelosi, but I came out and said Maxine Waters, and I'll apologize. The only reason why I said Maxine Waters and not Nancy Pelosi, because I knew that Maxine Waters was talking about coming on to BET today, and that's, again, like I said, that name just stuck into me, even though I meant Nancy Pelosi. She's sitting there looking like she was spinning her dentures around. Again, we'll get into that here in a minute. I really want you guys to hear what this guy says. I mean, when I watch this, I had to share it. I had to, and that's why I want to share it with my audience on YouTube. I want you guys to hear what this gentleman is saying, if I can at all. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. See, I'm trying to run live feed on Facebook, and then I open up another tab for Facebook, and now it's acting real slow. Give me 1 second, it's loading. But yeah, I heard this speech, man. I was like, you know what? I gotta share this with everybody. Even people. Here we go. Listen.
My name is Henry Davis.
Henry Davis. He has
I'm
a
from
Facebook
St. Louis,
page.
Missouri. I'm a black Donald Trump supporter. And I would just like to give my live remarks for
This is patriotism right here.
first State of the Union address for our president, Donald Trump. To those of you that are God-fearing, to those of you that are hard-working, to those of you that love this country,
As y'all can tell, he got tears in his eyes now.
to those of you that have fought, and remembering those of you that have died for my freedom, for me to be able to walk and be secure, for me to be able to lift my hands and praise the God that we serve, the God of all truth. I say to you,
Here goes the hat.
on behalf of the African American community, on behalf of the Hispanic community, on behalf of the white community, on behalf of the Latino community, on behalf of the LGBTQ community, on behalf of all of the people that love this country, I want to be the first to say, I want to thank God for Donald J. Trump. I don't care how you feel about him. I don't care what you think about him. You can sit on your hands and not clap. But one thing you can say, he making America great again. And with the help of me and each one of you, we gonna make America godly again. Thank you, Jesus, for somebody that finally gives a fuck
Gotta stop it there. I mean, like, that's... Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's what real Americans are screaming. Not these, you know, whitewashed inner city people that's being brainwashed. This is a true American patriot that has signed up and fought for our freedoms. Thank you. That's true patriotism. Now, we can also go back and, you know, we can go back and forth all day, guys, with President Trump and immigration. But let's remember history for a minute. You guys hear me all the time on Facebook, on YouTube, or any other source. I'm always talking about how there is, you know, you got to remember the past. Now, when I say that, guys, and I listen to President Trump talk about his immigration policies, guess what? True and behold, President Trump is echoing the exact same policies that Bill Clinton back in the 90s wanted, that Barack Obama wanted in his first and second term of office. And if you don't believe me, wait. Just wait. I will play the audio clips for you guys right now. And no doubt, everything that President Trump is saying and everything that the Democrats are fighting him against is the exact same thing, the exact same message that President Bill Clinton and President Barack Obama was putting out there that everyone was loving. But just because President Trump says it, he's a racist. Everyone hates him. Again, I can't make this shit up, guys. This ain't fake news. Again, let me play this audio for you guys. I wish that there was a way that I can get this stuff to, you know, where I can screen share with you guys, but I just haven't learned that yet. I shared it earlier, again, on my Facebook page. If you guys, on YouTube, the last video that I made before this video, I talked about, you know, being live. I posted the link to my Facebook account, so you can easily just click on the link, come over here, add the friend request, I'll add you, and let's get to connect. You know, let's network. That's the only way that, you know, we can stay alive. We can't rely on mainstream media, guys. They've been proven time and time again to lie. All right. Everything that you're reading on YouTube or, you know, it's pretty funny how nowadays the things that we talk about, if you're a President Trump supporter and you talk facts and you have facts, it's still a conspiracy. It's still a conspiracy. I got into a debate on a buddy's post this morning and I backed off the post for the respect of my buddy. Okay, I don't normally like to debate politics, you know, through text. That's why I speak, you know. I try to get people to just, hey, you know what, if you want to know my views, just go watch my videos. Plain and simple. Because I feel like I'm a broken record player, especially when I'm talking to newer people. Facebook. Where are you guys at? Sorry. I see you guys chatting over here. I'm in the middle of doing this right now. I'm trying to find the audio clips for you guys to listen to. And also, at the same time, we're going to talk about Trey Gotti. I don't know if you guys seen on Twitter, Trey has made an announcement that he was leaving Congress and going back to the justice system. We'll get into that here in a minute. Like I said, we're going to have a little bit to talk about. But anyways, let me go ahead and get this going.
And reducing illegal crossings to
Let me restart it. Throwback, Clinton and Obama slammed illegal immigration during their State of the Union.
Real reform
Obama,
means
2013,
border security,
right here.
and we can build on the progress my administration's already made, putting more boots on the southern border than at any time in our history, and reducing illegal crossings to their lowest levels in 40 years. Real reform means establishing a responsible pathway to earned citizenship, a path that includes passing a background check, paying taxes and a meaningful penalty, learning English, and going to the back of the line behind the folks trying to come here legally.
Yes! 95, Bill Clinton.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Just saying no to everything may be good short-term politics, but it's not leadership. We were sent here to serve our citizens, not our ambitions.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Again, so where is President Trump? Especially in this generation where you have so many people that out there that think that President Barack Obama was one of the greatest presidents in the, planet. And now President Trump is pretty much coming behind him, following the same tune on immigration policy as Clinton and Barack. But he's such a racist. Why? Because, honestly, President Trump threw a fucking wrench in their goddamn plans. It's I can't explain it. I mean, maybe I can, but we could be here for hours. Some of you guys might think I'm a conspiracy theorist. Some of you guys are thinking I might be nuts. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. So, anyways, again, they're going to slam him. Democrats, listen. You guys all watch the State of the Union. Democrats, here's a small list of things that they refused to stand for. They didn't stand. They didn't applaud. Nothing. Now let's go ahead and tax reform, national anthem, God, veterans health care, fair trading, stock market, infrastructure, families of gang victims, a deal with dreamers, immigration reform, funding the military, low unemployment of African Americans. How many of you guys watched when President Trump dropped facts, and this is facts, about the black unemployment rate being at a record low? How many of you guys remember when he talked about the Spanish Latino American community unemployment rate being at the lowest it's ever been? All of these black caucuses that swear that they're in office to protect black communities are sitting there. You would think these people would be up cheering for that. Like, yes, this is what we were in power for. We actually have someone, but no, they don't care about you guys. They don't care one bit. Man, seriously. And then not only is that, but Democrats, they're all over Twitter slamming President Trump, saying that that little boy, that 12-year-old kid, bless his fucking heart, a 12-year-old kid that is so in touch with his patriot self, he goes around in his free time. He don't play video games. He's not out riding bikes or, chasing girls. What's he doing in his free time? He's making sure every American veteran that died has an American flag over their headstone. What 12-year-old in the world does that? But American Democrats were all over Twitter saying, oh, that was just a reason because they didn't want Barron Trump there. Trying to pin that, that he's a bad father. Are you serious? So let's go ahead and talk about the two families that lost their almost 16-year-old daughters to MS-13 gangs. When the whole place erupted in cheer and faced the families and clapped, letting them know that America's with them. Democrats, where was y'all at? Y'all were, like I said, Pelosi sitting there fiddling her teeth around like she got peanut butter stuck at the top of her teeth. Chuck Schumer, I said this earlier, and Carl, one of my listeners, said, that's going to be the quote of the year. Chucky Schumer sitting there looking like he was about to shit out the spawn of Satan. Right? I mean, you guys remember, he's all like that. Booker, just no Democrat was happy. This is some of the most crucial things that has to be going on in America, and not a single one of them Democrats backed off. Hell, President Trump even said, we're going to work on Dreamers. Do you guys remember this? He said he's going to give them a 12-year plan, but it has to talk about the wall. Of course, Democrats don't want that. So, President Trump, he's all about trades. He's all about making deals. But it has to be a fair deal. Fair trade. You guys all know that. So, anyways, we get into, the rhetoric back and forth. Not only the State of the Union, not only the disrespect that the Democrats, not only showed that they were only just for illegal immigrants, but the fact that they couldn't even stand and clap for some of the most American things that needed to be talked about, they couldn't even show knowledge to it. That right there is so anti-American. That's why I said that this is the anti-American Democrats. They don't care. They just want votes. They don't care about you. They don't care about what goes on after they got your vote. They keep you guys like that. And again, look at your elected officials. Black caucuses and the Latino caucuses. They sat down. When President Trump announced with facts, and this is a proven fact, you can look at any source, any mainstream outlet, or you can go to any conspiracy theory website, or any talkers, or any whistleblowers, and they're going to show the same thing. 6.9 for the black community, and I can't really, I don't know the Latino, but it's still low, okay? In record, no one clapped. No one on the Democratic, no one that stands up for Black Lives Matter, no one that speaks for LGBT community. Not a single one of them stood up and clapped. Again, like I said, how American is that? And I agree with President Trump 100%, man. Once you come up and say, you know, Democrats and Republicans alike, we need to learn how to put the politics to the side, come in the middle, and get the job done. But again, President Trump's a racist, right? He's trying to destroy America. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. All right, so anyways, Trey Gotti, he has come out today on his Twitter account, and he has said that he is not going to rerun for another term in Congress. And in fact, that he's going back to the justice system. Now, personally, Trey, he's good at his job, if you guys know who Trey Gotti is. He's definitely one of those people that ask him questions. You know, I've watched a lot of the meetings, you know, a lot of the things that he have said about, you know, the emails between Hillary Clinton and all that missing and all that. He's a straight up guy. But, like I said, I mean, there's just so much going on and so much stuff moving around in Washington that it's no longer could just be, you know, a coincidence that this stuff's happening. And I say that, guys, because, you know, we've been really heavily talking about over here on the Ellis Network. You know, we've talked about QAnon. We've talked about the memo and how degrading it is. My chat, I don't know if I have any chat showing up on Facebook. Showing I got 5 comments. My chat on YouTube, it's going crazy and then disappears on me. So I'm sorry if you guys are asking me questions and I'm not able to respond. I'm not able to see them. But you guys can always private message me as we're live feed. I'll try to see that as well. But, you know, the thing is, like, we see everyone fighting, and with this released a memo and a lot of backstabbing, you know, there's been a lot of talk within the FBI. And I'm actually having people message me that I would have never thought in a million lives that would have been wondering about this kind of stuff. So, I mean, you know, honestly, I got to say congratulations. You know, people starting to get it. People starting to wake up. Again, you don't have to believe me if you don't know me. That's fine. I'm not going to challenge your thinking process. I mean, I'll challenge it, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. But anyways, the FISA memo, it's coming out. We know it. We know that it dropped yesterday that President Trump wants to release it after the State of the Union. A lot of people were expecting him to say something about it at the State of the Union, and myself included. I really thought President Trump was going to drop, you know, we all know that, man. Trump got some nuts. He would have dropped that shit quicker than hell. But honestly, I think he really kept it to where he kept on point, you know, with what he needed to do. So anyways, this morning, Flynn comes out to the public. Fox News says that, yes, in fact, the memo is going to be released very, very soon. And, of course, the memo is supposed to show corruption within the Obama administration. Again, a lot of people love Obama. A lot of people love Obama. And then it's going to show corruption within, you know, the FISA, FBI. A lot of FBI. McCabe's, you know, resigning out of nowhere, which I heard. You know, at first it was coming out to the public that he resigned. Now I heard that he got fired after Ray read this memo. He was just in such disbelief, disgust at what was going on in his own offices, and actually told McCabe that he needs to leave. That's what I heard. And now we see Democrats, they're losing on every form, on every stage, okay? Patchy, yes, think of Patchy. And again, CJ gets it. QAnon, okay? QAnon. A lot of you guys should go look into Q. All right, I'll post a link to his forum. You're not going to be able to type anything credible online and just take you straight to what Q is saying, okay? First off, this stuff's going to be very hard to find. Why? Because if this stuff was so easy to find about what's really about to happen, you would have mass panic. You would have riots out in the street. Not only that, but let's think about this for a minute. Obama, he's a key player in this FISA memo. Well, we also know Obama just bought a house not too long ago, right down the street from Washington. He's been following President Trump on every one of his trips worldwide to meet with leaders after President Trump. Then there's the whole conspiracy that, President Trump's, or not President Trump, but President Barack Obama could be, the president of the deep state, shadow government. And, a lot of times I've been really, really putting it out there that if we really think of a New World Order agenda, okay, CNN, the reason why they're so biased is because they were a part of that New World Order. Not only with just a one world order, the best way to manipulate your masses is only having one source. Again, you have a one world order, one world government, one world leader with only a one world news source. CNN was guaranteed to get that spot. Okay? And again, I'm not making this stuff up, guys. It's all there in the Q post. If again, like I said, I'll put the footnotes for Facebook for you guys on Facebook. I'll put the footnotes for you guys to start, but you're gonna have to put in some legwork to find this information. And not only that, but you're gonna have to put in the legwork to decipher what it is. When we're talking about QAnon, we're talking about like Julian Assange. We're talking about Eric Snowden, whistleblowers. Again, people that had government secrets that were getting ready to whistleblow and then turn traitor to the state. Also, let's not talk about the see, I'm getting off track from the chat over here. D-Day wants to talk about Super Bowl. The whole deep state's crumbling. Basically, if you guys really believe in the whole New World Order, they had a 16-year-old plan to destroy America. And Hillary Clinton was going to be the one to actually come in the last couple terms and pretty much wipe America's ass with its constitution. Sell off everything. Put us in a World War III. Nuclear war. Well, why would she do that? Because it's population control, guys. Millions of people would die. Not just where the nuclear strike is, but it would cause a world conflict. And then if you look at QAnon's talking post about what's going on here in America, and Julian Assange a couple days ago, actually a couple weeks ago, I'm sorry, he posted a picture of a chessboard. Okay, and the chess game was being played. And you guys can look this up, even yourself. Type in Julian Assange chessboard, blah, blah, blah. You'll see the photo. I'm sure it's pretty mainstream by now. But not a whole lot of people understood that, okay? Now, there's world professional chess players that looked at that photo and knew exactly what it was. It's called the Casablanca move, okay? Basically what it is, it's a move. No matter what you do, is going to corner your enemies. And Q was talking back on that post, asking McCabe if he wants to play a game. Of course. No doubt. I mean, come on, guys. It's all right there. It's all right there. And then now what we see going on. He's talked about this memo for weeks, guys, before Fox News knew that there was Hannity started bringing it out. And of course, when Hannity brought it out, really started pushing the subject. Next, Q's coming out. And now there is a memo. There is one that showed, Uranium One and all this. So, no doubt the deep state is all in a panic. Again, today they come out, said that Flynn said that, yes, there will be a release of this memo very, very soon. Earlier today, I get one of my buddies, Pat Skirpak, he sends me a link. All right, I'm taking care of my kids, I'm washing dishes, not thinking of it. And I remember what I said a couple days ago about smoke screens and false flags. Once this memo gets closer to coming out. Now, I don't really believe that this is a coincidence, guys. I don't think that a garbage truck, showed up on a train track just to get, guys. That kind of shit just does not happen. First off, let me tell you why. Okay. This garbage company obviously does this route quite a bit. This is a local community's garbage company. They're on these streets quite a bit. They should know these streets. They should know where these train tracks are. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure no one would have put their trash by the train tracks. So if you wanted to sit there and debate that, the truck just miraculously broke down at the wrong time, maybe. It's supposed to be another truck involved. Okay, well, I'll have to see that. But the driver died. On this train happened to be some Republican lawmakers that has seen the memo that has called for it to be released. again, like I said, I'm not going to go too much further there, guys. I just planted the idea into your head. You guys do the research. You guys come up with your own opinion. But man, smoke screens, false flags. The memo is on its way, guys. What is going to happen when this memo comes public? There's a lot of things people's speculating. All right, so when I say what I'm about to say, man, I don't want you guys to think that I'm fear-mongering anyone, but you know, it's known that the FBI still has their hands in trillions of dollars. All these corrupted FBI agents can definitely get their hands on some stuff. They can still rally. And again, if you believe in the whole idea of Barack Obama being a part of the deep state, you know, the deep state takedown with Hillary Clinton, they obviously got their hands still on millions of dollars as well. Well, what funds wars? What funds battles and equipment? Money. Backing. There's been rumors about how Chicago, which is, you know, supposedly Saddam or Barack Obama's hometown, from where he campaigned out of, his spot, which is a sanctuary city, also known as a shithole here in America. You know, there's a lot of rumors about how the UN was supposed to be coming into Chicago to help control, because they wanted to keep the federal government out. You know, if you guys remember that whole bickering back and forth, you know, they really wanted to keep federal government out because, you know, Emmanuel, he wants to hold it down as a sanctuary city. So he felt like he could just probably maybe invite the UN to get over here. And you guys can fight all day about this. The UN's here. We have bases that have UN vehicles and supplies all over this nation. It's documented. It's videotaped. It's pictured. It's vetted. We know that to be true. With everything that President Trump is standing up against the UN, and with this to release the memo, what happens when rats get caught? They run. What happens when they get cornered and picked up? They bite. That's human nature. So again, like I said, I'm not trying to fearmonger nobody, but and I'm not saying that, you know, expect a nuclear war or anything like that. No, but it's going to get very interesting within the deep state and the rest of the political spectrum when this memo comes out, guys. There's a lot of bad stuff going on. Like I said, I mean, with Trey Gowdy making this announcement on the eve of the release of the memo, going back to the justice system. He's claiming to go back to the justice system. You guys can go back on my wall or over there on Twitter. Type in Trey Gowdy, and he says that he's going to give it up to 6 weeks for another South Carolina Republican to fill his spot. But he's going back to the justice system. And again, that, to me, that makes me a little, you know, worried. Again, not for the fact that I agree, Trey Gowdy, he's going to be going in. And I really believe that if he does, I think that he will do, you know, right. But also, you know, I have the issue with, I've heard Trey say that he's up and down on this memo. He doesn't know, he thinks it should be released, but then he retracts on it and says he opposes it being released. So, you know, I'm really wary about this, because what's going to happen? All right, the justice system here in America is so messed up. Okay, so messed up that if we take a lot of these, you know, corrupt individuals, you know, FBI, CIA, NSA, hell, our own police departments, you know, anything like that. Even our own Supreme Justices, you know, there's a lot of corruption within all of it. You know, so it's really hard to think that if we should just arrest them and put them into our justice system, how many of the justice systems corrupted that would just let this shit go and let these people out? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if that happened to be the case, American patriots are starting to wake up. America, not patriots. American patriots been awake. America's waking up, and they're starting to realize this. And then when they start to realize this and see that Hillary Clinton might get released, or Barack Obama, or any of these people that abused our civil rights, our freedoms, our privacy, I can only imagine what morale is going to be like here in America. I mean, we already know it's already shitty. You already see what's going on. You know, we're already so divided. And again, when I say divided, man, I really wish the LGBT community, Black Lives Matter, I really wish y'all would just get the fuck on board. Okay, seriously, you guys want to sit there and think that Trump's a homophobe? First off, you guys are still allowed to do what you guys want. Alright, Black Lives Matter wants to still sit there and say that President Trump's a racist. Well, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys with the unemployment rate, plus, everything with Martin Luther King and everything else. Again, like I said, what we talk about nowadays, guys, in this generation, in this political world, we, the ones that have the facts, the ones that talk facts and opinions, we're the ones with conspiracies. We're the conspiracy theories. But the same one that wants to sit there and talk shit about on Trump's tax reform, still saying that, oh, it's going to give millions of dollars to the corporations. That's the same fucking conspiracy theory I've heard for the last 4 fucking presidents. Again, show me the spreadsheets. When we show you the facts of every percentages and all that. But you guys want to sit there. I mean, there's hundreds and thousands of testimonies around this country of Americans already winning from that tax break. How many jobs gave bonuses? How many people's already seen a little bit more money on their checks? There's way more proof of that going on than any corporation making bank. Again, like I said, show me the facts. Show it to me. Until then, it's a conspiracy theory. All right, it's the same narrative over and over and over and over again. It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is that it goes it goes between Republicans and Democrats. And then you have Kennedy after the State of the Union, man. Man, that dude was a mess. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I will be honest. That was fucking sorry. That was sorry as hell for the Democrats. First off, you're gonna have this man come up. Again, just remember that video I showed where Obama said that we need to get these people to learn how to speak English. You guys remember that? We just played that. He goes off and starts speaking in fucking Spanish. Which is cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's not cool, guys. You guys live here in fucking America, okay? Same bitch that I have when it's mandatory to learn Spanish. Well, you need to learn how to suit the fucking Spanish community. No, the Spanish community to learn how to speak fucking English. You're in my country. Plain and simple. If I was to move to Mexico, I would spend, roughly about $200 for Rosetta Stone, and I would learn how to fucking speak the goddamn language. Plain and simple. I wouldn't expect them to change their cultures. Oh, I don't like tacos. But damn it, man, give me a cheeseburger. I don't expect that. When I go to Mexico, I expect to eat tacos and, Mexican food, not American food. I'm not going to get offended because there's no American food in fucking Mexico, which, I mean, I know there is, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's just maddening. It's maddening with everything that's going on in this world nowadays. I mean, the world, yes, the world's a mad fucking place, guys. I could tell you so much shit that's going on. And the same stuff that we're having here in America is the same shit that's going on in Europe. Same shit that's going on everywhere else around the world. You are having it citizens of the world, of their own governments, waking up and fighting the tyranny against their own government. Americans, not just Americans, but humanity. We're tired of it. President Trump has come and lit a fire under people's asses on a world stage. Just saving America. Again, make America great again. We're going to be the shining star for other nations to want to follow suit. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring that out to you guys. The truck with the train, that's a false flag. Plain and simple. I just don't think it's a coincidence that a truck just stops on a train track. Again, like I said, there's no evidence, showing that. I'm just not satisfied with what I read in the news about it. Plain and simple. I'm not satisfied that being a justification as to what happened. Alright, so anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to me. Send me a message for anyone that wants to, share opinions or whatnot. Facebook Live. A couple things I'm working on. Alright, over here on Facebook Live, I'm going to actually try to start. You guys heard me, and even on YouTube as well, has heard me say that I want to start having special guests, speakers. Now, there's 2 ways that I could do this. One, I can either have like a Skype call, and screen record, which I'm learning that technology now. Or I can go live on Facebook on my mobile, and I can send an invite to someone to go live with me, which means we would video chat through Facebook Live. But then again, you would be on camera and can talk. Now, that's something if any of you guys on Facebook would like to do, please, I would love to hear your guys' opinions, and also give me some other stuff to talk about as well, because it's hard to do this off the top of my head. So, YouTube, I'm working on another thing most of you guys may know. OBS, I'm trying to get a network to where I can make one live stream and put it in multiple places. It's definitely kicking my ass, but we're getting there. So anyways, guys, again, really quick before I head off, really quick, I got to give credit where due. You guys know me. My listeners, you guys are amazing. All right, so far. Granted, I'm the little guy. Okay, I just started up over here. I think I'm at like 3 viewers on Facebook, but that's live. Okay, now by tomorrow, I'm probably gonna have like over 30 views. Facebook Live, I think I hit 5 of you guys at one point and lost you guys. But hey, you know what? Thank you for you guys. You guys are the critical moment for me here over at the Ellis Network. Obviously, you guys see what I want to do, and I can't explain this. You know, if you would ask me 2 years ago if I was going to be doing this, I'd been laughing in your face. And then, you know, one thing led to another, one thing led to another, one thing led to another, and here we are. Here we are. So it's actually the listeners, the ones that give me the shout-outs, the ones that show me the support, ones that message me and say that, you know, appreciate what you do. We come to you for, you know, what's going on around the world, you know, with my YouTube channel. And then also, like I said, I'm working on Facebook as well. So, you know, as I evolve, you guys are watching me evolve as well. You guys are the foundation. Over here on YouTube, over here on Facebook, you guys are the foundation to the Ellis Network. Okay, you guys are the ones that's here, coming here every day to listen to me. And as long as if I got people listening to me, I'll keep talking. If you guys agree with me, cool. If not, fine. If you're a little indecisive, that's cool too. That's what we talk about. So again, guys, I appreciate everything you guys do. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the conversations. You guys are the reason why I do this. Okay? Alright, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a good night. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning. Alright. Later.